What is youth? You're a youth at 16 but can't vote. You can vote as an adult at 18 but are still officially part of youth.
Huh? Eurostat defines youth as the passage from a dependent childhood to independent adulthood.
Basically, the transition from a safe environment to the hell of reality. We're the most vulnerable group when it comes to claiming our rights because our differences don't create the same needs. However, we need rights specifically tailored for youth because we're the most impacted by the economic crisis. Without specific rights, there are no regulations about our place in economy, in the social sector or in education. We become the airbags of older generations as we endure most of the consequences of their errors. So to give young people better tools in their claim for their rights, we need a rights-based approach in Europe. Basically, we upgrade specific needs to the status of rights that are internationally agreed upon. This gives us the same starting point for every young person, no matter their background. A necessary modernization of our human rights. Every youth right would have a duty bearer who has the responsibility and the obligation to make sure the right can actually be fulfilled. And thus, no one could deny your needs anymore because rights are bound to law.
We know that human rights are all universal and they touch every person. But we also know that there are certain groups that are facing challenges when it comes to having their rights realized. And for instance, women, people with disabilities, children. We're seeing that young people also as a group were facing quite big issues when it comes to our rights and having them realized. Examples like housing, access to quality education, employment. These are all things that young people are affected by and having challenges with. So this is not a question about young people's needs. It's not that I, as a young person, I would like to have or be paid for the work I do. It's a question of me having the right to quality employment. So you can see the paradigm shift in this and the big mental change when we talk about our rights and not just of our needs. What we need is for governments to make sure that the agreements that they have signed up to when it comes to human rights, that for young people these are also realized. This could be monitoring mechanisms to see what the current situation is for young people as a group. There are lots of different international processes going on at the UN, for instance, but young people at the moment are not at the core of these processes, and this is something that we truly need to highlight and to bring young people and youth organizations also to the core of those discussions. At the moment, at the UN Human Rights Council, there's a huge focus and a growing focus and attention on youth. And these are also processes that the European Youth Forum is trying to get more engaged with.